Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Our today's topic is about properties of 7th A group elements. Now let's dive in a topic. Group 7 contains non-metal elements. It is placed in a vertical column on the right side of periodic table. The elements in group 7 are called halogens because they form salt when they react with metal, so they are called halogens, that is salt former. Group 7 contains fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine and astatine. The melting points and boiling points of the halogens increase going down group 7 and their color gets darker. As we go down the group, the melting and boiling point increases and they get darker. Group 7. The second element of group 7 is chlorine. Its color is yellow green. It exists in gaseous state at room temperature and color in gas state is yellow green. The third element of group 7 is bromine. Its color is deep red. It exists in liquid state at room temperature. In gaseous state, it appears in red-brown color. The fourth element of group 7 is iodine. Its color is gray. It exists in solid at room temperature. And in gaseous state, its color is purple. The group 7 elements exist as diatomic molecules. Their chemical formula are F2, Cl2, Br2 and I2. The bond between the atoms in a molecule is very strong, but the forces of attraction between molecules are weak. This explains why group 7 elements have low boiling points. For example, chlorine gas structure. One chlorine atom contains 7 electrons in their valence shell. It requires one more electron. So, it shares the unpaired electron of the second chlorine atom and forming covalent bond. It is a single covalent bond which is formed by the sharing of one pair, that is one bond pair. The bond between these two atoms are very strong. It is a strong covalent bond present between two atoms. While the forces of attraction among one Cl2 with another Cl2 is very weak. So it exists in gaseous state. The bond between atom is very strong while the forces of attraction of one Cl2 with another Cl2 is weak. Valency shell electrons. Their valency shell contain 7 electrons. For example, Fluorine atom. The atomic number of fluorine is 9. 9 proton is present in the nucleus of fluorine with 10 neutrons and 9 electrons revolving around the nucleus. K shell contains 2 electrons while L shell contains 7 electrons. The valency shell of fluorine is L shell, which contains 7 electrons. Example number 2, chlorine atom. The atomic number of chlorine is 17. Chlorine atom contains 17 protons in the nucleus with 18 neutrons and 17 electrons revolving around the nucleus. The K shell of chlorine atom contains 2 electrons. The L shell of chlorine atom contains 8 electrons, while the valency shell, that is M shell of chlorine, contains 7 electrons. Because of it, halogens are present in group 7A because the valence shell contains 7 electrons. Valency. They contain 7 electrons in their valency shell and require one more electron to complete their octet. So they are monovalent anion. On reaction, halogen accept the electrons of another atom and forming halide. For example, chlorine. Chlorine contains 17 electrons, 2 in K shell, L in H. L contains 8 electrons and M shell contains 7 electrons. It requires one more electron to complete the 8 electrons in their valency shell and acquire the noble gas electronic configuration. On reaction, it accepts one electron from other element and form chloride. Chloride contains 8 electrons in their valency shell. The electronic configuration of chlorine is 2 is to 8 and 7, while the electronic configuration of chloride is 288. K shell contains 2 electrons, L shell contains 8 electrons, and M shell also contains 8 electrons and acquire stable configuration. The chloride atom contains 17 protons in the nucleus, that is 17 positive and 17 proton in the nucleus and 18 electrons revolving around the nucleus. So it is monovalent anion because one extra electron, the charge of electron is negative. While chlorine atom contains 17 proton, that is 17 positive, and 17 electron, that is 17 negative, so chlorine atom has no charge. State: fluorine and chlorine are gases. Bromine is liquid at room temperature. Iodine is solid at room temperature, while astatine is radioactive element. Yes, dua. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'an wa rizqan wasi'an wa shifaan min kulli da'in. ए अल्लाह, मैं तुझसे नफ़ा बख्श इल्म, वसी रिज़्क़ और हर बीमारी से शफ़ा माँगती हूँ। जज़ाकल्लाह। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।